And so this tarot reading is going to be a Neville Goddard tarot reading. And to do that, what I do is I open up this Neville Goddard book, which is a bit of a tome, quite a Bible, I would say, and a life-changing one that I totally recommend reading. And I open it up to any page and I just choose a sentence to read. And whatever comes through will spark in me a tarot card. And then I use both of them to help explain each other and deepen our understanding of both. So with no further ado, I'm just going to open the book to a page. Okay, so it says, there is no chance or accident responsible for the things that happen to me or the environment in which I find myself. Nor is predestined fate the author of my fortunes or misfortunes. Innocence and guilt are mere words with no meaning to the law of consciousness except as they reflect the state of consciousness itself. The consciousness of guilt calls forth condemnation. The consciousness of lack produces poverty. So, what comes to mind for me there is the Five of Pentacles. So the idea here is you have a choice. Your consciousness has a choice. If you choose to focus on those lower aspects of self, the guilt, the shame, the hopelessness, the pain, the separation, that's what you're going to dial into. I always talk about this card as having like static on a television set. Where do you want to dial into? If you are conscious only of those lower aspects of self, that is what's going to show up in your external reality. And if you choose to focus instead on these higher aspects of self, more community, deeper connection, hope, prosperity, healing, health, vitality, abundance. If you choose to have your awareness or consciousness on these states of being, you have the opportunity to turn your world around. And so here we have a number 5. And for me, this is literally a pivot point. You come in one direction, you may be choosing lack or separation or being out in the cold. Or you can flip and move in a new direction, one that takes you to higher, more elevated states. And the card is saying the choice is yours. Sometimes it's really important to sit with the pain. We don't want to bury it. We just need to allow it to come to a point where it can move through us. So sometimes you need to sit with this state until it's time to turn around and change direction. As I said before, the choice is yours. And so to just reread the last sentence again, a consciousness of guilt calls forth condemnation. The consciousness of lack produces poverty. And so I would add, the consciousness of hope and community produces hope and community. Have a wonderful day.